Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, Bangor's bus system is making big changes due to a host of difficulties.
Plus, we'll take a look at some of the decisions Mainers will be making on their ballots today.
And the Amish Community Market in Unity is seeing signs of recovery after their building burned down in January. There's some more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for tuning in this morning. We have a lot to get to. We have election coverage from top to bottom. And on top of it, we have a special guest coming in at 7 o'clock. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be a good day.
It is. It is.
Let's get a first look at our forecast with Devin Biggs. He joins us now.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. We're starting off dry this morning under a partly cloudy sky with rain just off toward our east. The system's moving away from us. However, though, we're going to be on the backside of this for another area of low pressure that could possibly send a few light rain showers. Could be sprinkles, could be isolated showers, even a few rumbles of thunder. Not out of the question during the afternoon period. And here's kind of the wide picture here. One area of low pressure right about in here moving away from us. There's a secondary area of low pressure right about in here. That's going to send a few, again, those rain shower chances and even a few rumbles of thunder during the afternoon period today. Well, overall, though, we won't be too bad, though. This is kind of what the coverage will look like. It's going to be very hit and miss, so some of you will notice some of this. Others may not see any of this at all. But as for the wind, nothing too ridiculous on the way, though. Maybe a few gusts up to 15 miles per hour. And that will be about it, though. Maybe a few gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Nothing outrageous happening except for maybe some higher gusts being noted along the coast, especially as we head towards Wednesday morning. So your forecast for today, middle 70s, a few showers and thunderstorms possible. Maybe even a few sprinkles with that north wind getting up to about 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we head towards tonight, 53 degrees, a few isolated showers, otherwise areas of dense fog developing. Again, lows in the lower 50s. The north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, getting close to 80 degrees under our partly cloudy sky. It'll be nice out there. The north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. In your early forecast for the rest of the morning period under our partly cloudy sky, temperatures in the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thank you, Devin.
First this morning, a Brewer woman was killed in a crash in Waltham Sunday afternoon.
It happened on Waltham Road just before 4:30. State police say 51-year-old Daryl King of Brewer was driving a motorcycle and lost control on a sharp curve. His motorcycle was hit by an oncoming pickup truck, killing the passenger of the motorcycle, 50-year-old Melissa Hatch. Police said both riders were wearing helmets. The driver of the pickup was not injured.
And 2 people are facing drug charges after they were allegedly found passed out in a vehicle on someone's front lawn. State police say 43-year-old Ryan Fish of Hudson and 26-year-old Bailey Bryan of Addison were arrested after police woke up the pair and noticed indicators of criminal activity. Police say during the search of the vehicle, they seized over 182 grams of drugs, including fentanyl, crack, cocaine, and meth. Fish and Bryant were charged with aggravated drug trafficking. Police say Bryant also had 2 outstanding warrants and also is currently on bail conditions.
A Bucksport family's garage was destroyed by a fire Monday afternoon. According to Bucksport Fire Chief Sean Gagan, he says the garage is a total loss. Right now, he says they don't know what was inside the garage, but no pets or people inside the residence were injured.
There were some people inside, a few people inside that we got out of the dooryard safely.
He says the side of the house did have some melted siding, but it otherwise inactive. Now, the State Fire Marshal's office will be on site to investigate the cause of this fire today.
3 Cumberland County deputies are hailed as heroes for saving the life of an 11-year-old boy who was choking in Raymond. Owen Kinsley spoke to the officers about those life-changing efforts.
Deputies Christian Stickney, Daniel Place, and Tyler Leach all responded to a home in Raymond on the night of Saturday, June 4th, for the report of a choking child. Deputy Stickney was first on scene and almost immediately began performing CPR on the boy, who was described as bluish and limp. The boy got his pulse back and partially woke up. Deputies Place and Leach arrived after that when the boy again stopped breathing and had no pulse. All 3 deputies worked on resuscitating him, and he once again regained consciousness. About 10 minutes had passed from when the first deputy arrived on scene to when the boy regained consciousness the second time. All 3 deputies described to us what was going through their heads when they realized they had to perform those life-saving measures.
I walked in there and I saw the boy that wasn't breathing. He went limp, turning blue. It's nothing. Can't really prepare you for that. I couldn't imagine that if that was my son, how I would handle that scenario. I wanted to be able to do everything I could for that boy.
The boy has since been released from the hospital, and his mom has asked the 3 deputies to visit to thank them personally. All 3 deputies will receive a life-saving award from the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office.
Governor Janet Mills just signed a new executive order launching the Cabinet on Aging at the Cedars in Portland. With Maine having the oldest population on average in the U.S., the governor expects tens of thousands of Mainers to retire over the next few years. The governor's office says they will advance progress on affordable housing, financial security, protection against fraud, access to broadband, and access to new employment for aging citizens.
Maine people work hard their entire lives, and they deserve to be able to live safely and with dignity as they age. By signing this executive order to create the Cabinet on Aging, I am mobilizing state government to make sure that that dream is a reality.
Mills added the success of this cabinet will be measured in the long-term health and happiness of seniors in Maine.
The Maine Department of Public Safety reports there have been 155 motorcycle crashes, resulting in 11 deaths this year alone. New motorcycle operators are required to participate in a basic riding instruction course before obtaining their license. But due to the increase in fatal accidents, bikers are also encouraged to complete a one-day advanced course to brush up on their skills. Owner of A&J Motorcycle Safety School, Larry Stees, says state-required safety courses will cover speed maneuvers, quick stops, friction zones, and more.
Well, riding motorcycles is a perishable skill, so we don't go and practice these skills either by going to a parking lot or going to a training facility and where they can show us what to do and how to do things properly. We forget how to do things and we create bad habits.
Stees asks that motorcyclists wear bright colors and complete the one-day advanced training. Other drivers are asked to remain focused and avoid electronic distractions when behind the wheel.
Gas prices continue their upward trend, rising almost 10 cents a gallon in the past week. According to Gas Buddy's daily survey of more than 1,200 stations around the state, the average price is now $5.07 a gallon. That's almost 57 cents a gallon higher than a month ago and $2.03 higher than a year ago. There is some good news. The price of diesel has fallen 4 cents nationally in the past week. It stands at $5.50 a gallon. Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddies, says, quote, "For now, the upward momentum may slow down, but prices are still just one potential supply jolt away from heading even higher."
The time is now 6:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, students in Brewer will have new options in the matter of their education.
And we'll hear from a Maine senator who co-authored a new book about accountable representation. But first, let's take another look at our forecast. A high of 75 degrees. Showers and thunderstorms are expected throughout the day, but you will see a lot more sunshine and clouds. Tonight, the fog will roll in with a little bit of rain. Temperatures drop down to a low of 53. And tomorrow, we're back up close to 80 with partially cloudy skies.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, free delivery within striking distance of their 21 locations statewide. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Ready for a little GMA-ish promo? Okay, here we go. GMA 7A every day with Robin, George, and Michael. That's how you start the day. Boom!
Amy Schneider, Matea Roach, Ryan Long. There has never been a season of Jeopardy like this.
You're now a game show millionaire.
It's the season of Super Champs.
Is this the beginning of a new streak?
And the season is not over yet on Jeopardy!
All this week at 7:30, only on ABC 7.
Many eyes will be fixed on the Republican showdown between Bruce Poliquin and Liz Caruso this morning during Maine's primary election.
I got a chance to check in with both candidates, and here's more. Two Republican candidates have been campaigning throughout the state in hopes of gaining a leg up for the right to face off against Representative Jared Golden.
But I'm doing this just to help. It's not a career for me. But watching what kind of trouble our country and our state is in was enough for me to say, okay, Bruce, you're going to step up and do what's right here and help your country and help your state. That's why I'm running.
We are at a moment in time where it is freedom versus tyranny and a crisis at every turn. We need someone down there who is going to fight like their life depends on it, because in many cases it does.
With major issues our country faces across the board, many wonder what's at the top of Caruso's list.
To be honest, I'm not that career politician that just has 2 or 3 talking points that everyone wants to hear. I have a lot of things that need fighting for.
And Poliquin believes the major issue starts with the state of the U.S. economy.
We didn't have this problem 2 years ago. I know how to fix it. I'm committed to doing that. And that's one of the first things on the agenda.
And in the eyes of these highly respected politicians, they each said they have one major advantage on why Mainers should vote for them.
They just want someone real and authentic. And I hear that all the time. Like they say, we could just tell you're genuine, that your heart is in this.
I have a record in Congress of standing up and working with Republicans and Democrats, with everybody who wants to help solve the problem.
Will Mainers take a different approach with a new face in Washington, or will they stick with a candidate many have trusted before? Find out the results right here on Fox ABC Maine. I'm Joe Cortez for ABC 7 and Fox 22. And many voters are heading to the polls for the special election that will fill the vacant Hancock County Senate seat.
As Sierra Jordan reports, 3 candidates are on the ballot to finish off former Senator Louis Lucchini's term, who resigned in January.
The Hancock County seat has been vacant for months as Louis Lucchini stepped down in January to take a job with the U.S. Small Business Administration. 3 candidates are on the ballot: Republican Brian Langley of Ellsworth, Democrat Nicole Gorowski of Ellsworth, and Green Independent Ben Micklejohn of Mount Desert.
Every voter in Senate District 7, which comprises many towns in Hancock County, can participate in the special election.
Brian Langley has lived in Maine for over 40 years and has owned the Union Street Lobster Pot in Ellsworth for 28 years.
More people know my blueberry pie than maybe know me.
Having served in the state Senate for 4 years, the restaurant owner says he got the experience to help tackle issues facing Mainers, including utility costs, affordable housing, inflation, and more.
Creating more workforce housing, creating a program that helps businesses who might want to work with developers and a municipality develop workforce housing.
However, Democrat Nicole Gorowski points to other issues like affordable housing.
We see a lot of help wanted signs, and part of it that I hear from businesses is that the people that want to work there just can't find anywhere to live in this area. So I think it's something we need to put greater attention to.
As a member of the Joint Standing Committee on Energy, Utilities, and Technology, she says she aims to lower energy costs for Mainers during the winter season.
I'm very proud that we invested millions of dollars in home energy efficiency programs, and I really hope that even though summer's coming, Maine people will think ahead and get those great contractors that are part of our workforce to their homes to insulate them, to add heat pumps.
Growski and Langley are running opposed in their parties. Both candidates are encouraging Mainers to go out and vote. I'm Sierra Joyner reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
We reached out to Green Independent Ben Meiklejohn for a comment, but was unable to receive a response. We're about 7:15 after the break. More cutbacks to the city of Bangor's commuter transit buses. We'll take a look at what issues are causing a schedule change for the first time in 2 decades.
Plus, there's a new online learning program expanding to other school districts. We'll check in with the instructor on what makes this type of learning a success.
I'm Jay Pearl from Carroll Harper & Associates, Maine's most experienced Medicare health plans agency. Every day we hear how complicated navigating the Medicare maze can be. Let us help. From enrolling in Medicare to finding the right Medicare health plan, we are your go-to agency. We represent Martins Point Generations Advantage and other Medicare health plans that meet our quality standards. There's no cost or obligation for our services, so call Carroll Harper & Associates today.
The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field, and the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Up and Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
At what point in your marriage did you realize that Hunter had a drinking problem?
This morning, the emotional and deeply personal first TV interview.
This is not a story about who's right and who's wrong. This is my story.
This morning on Good Morning America.
A network of adult care facilities in Maine will adopt a non-discrimination policy about the care of transgender people. It's a part of a settlement with a woman who filed a human rights complaint against the company. Advocates described this agreement as a landmark settlement about elder care for transgender adults. The settlement came 3 months after Maine's Human Rights Panel ruled in favor of the woman, 79-year-old Marie King, who complained she was denied a room by an assisted living facility because she is transgender. The Human Rights Commission approved the settlement during its meeting on Monday.
And students in Brewer have had the option to take classes remotely since last year. Now the online learning program is expanding to other school districts. Our Matt Dronzik has more.
Last fall, the Brewer School Department rolled out a program that would help middle and high school students who preferred remote learning. Known as the NEW program, the school started it using the money received from the Maine Department of Education's Rethinking Responsive Education grant. New program specialist Christopher Moreau mentioned the importance of this during these unprecedented times.
The world of education has changed. Both my boss and I received our advanced degrees in college by participating in online programming, where we did the same learning that our students are doing. It's part of life today.
When the new program started last year, only 8 middle and high school kids were participating. Now, the number has grown to 20 students throughout the course of the year.
So the hallmark of this program is the fact that, our students are online and they're creating their own pathway with our APEX program. But we also have a teacher that students meet with one-on-one and build those relationships that I think are so important for our students, because it isn't just about the academics, it's also about social-emotional growth.
Students who take part in the initiative have the option to either complete all of their coursework online or decide what classes they want to take online with the others taken in person. The program has seen success thus far, as it earned an additional $100,000 to broaden the program. Funding received will help with extending the new program to Hampton, Bucksport, Old Town, Orrington, and Belfast. Ward Downer discussed some of the future plans for the program.
Our goal is to have, this online academy where it's personalized though, so students are still able to take, those in-person classes as well as take online classes. And hopefully it'll be a model that other districts in the area will accept too and adopt, and so that we truly are changing education and being innovative.
In Brewer, Matthew Jurancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
For the first time in 22 years, Bangor's community transit buses will no longer offer transportation services on Saturdays beginning this week.
AJ Douglas has more on the roadblocks Bangor city officials say caused the cutbacks.
The driver shortage has just really hit us hard again.
As of June 18th, community transit buses will no longer offer Saturday routes due to a lack of drivers. Bus Superintendent Lori Linscott says they're pulling out all the stops to get new hires on board and behind the wheel.
We're trying everything, the weekend online ads, that kind of like Bangor Daily puts out on the weekends. We're trying Indeed. We're advertising on the bus. So, we're trying everything we can.
Changes to CDL licensing has made the hiring process more difficult, adding one more barrier for potential applicants.
Now you have to stop what you're doing and take a class to get your CDL, which could take 8 weeks.
As opposed to in the past, we could do on-the-job training and then send somebody for their test, and that's no longer possible.
City and transit officials understand the absence of Saturday service could be considered a hardship for hundreds in the surrounding area.
We do know that, unfortunately, this is going to have a negative impact for our ridership, and we certainly took that into account. This was not an easy decision by any means.
It's still important. People still need to get to their workplace. They still need to get to, treatment centers, and so we still feel that for sure.
Community Connection leadership are working to partner with local CDL programs to get their own in-house CDL training course in the future. O'Donnell says she hopes to bring back 6-day service by this fall. In Bangor, AJ Douglas, ABC7, Fox 22.
Still to come later on our show, a new book written by a state senator says the Democratic Party of Maine has left rural Maine behind. Hear from the author next.
Plus, a shirt company is making a name for itself and recently named the Small Business Administration's Maine Manufacturer of the Year. These stories and more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
Did you know you don't have to be 65 years old to qualify for Medicare and Medicaid? Many people who are already on Medicaid also qualify for a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan, which means you can start taking advantage of all these benefits right now. A $0 or low monthly plan premium, preventive and comprehensive dental coverage, hearing coverage, vision coverage, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery, plus extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, home-delivered meals, and WellCare's telehealth services, which include online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. If you know you're eligible or think you might be, call 1-844-918-0047. We'll send you our free Medicare All-in-One guide or visit enrollwellcare.com to enroll now. WellCare, it's Medicare done well.
At CF Moto, we make motorcycles for everyone. The pack leader, the adrenaline junkie, the adventure seeker, the soul searcher, the go-getter, and the head turner. We believe anyone can ride. Join us and experience more together.
At Coveside Wheel and Ski in Newport.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Now to the economy. A big decision tomorrow is causing more concern on Wall Street.
As the markets drop and interest rates rise, many Americans have few options when it comes to their financial health.
Veronica Miracle has the latest.
This morning, 40-year high inflation is taking a bite out of Americans' saving accounts. A new survey finds 67% of Americans are rating their savings to cover rising costs.
Savings did rise during the pandemic, in part because it was harder to spend money in some ways, but those savings rates have now gone well below those pandemic levels.
Another sign of potential problems, credit card debt seeing a resurgence.
We're seeing more utilization of credit right now because people are trying to sort of figure out a way to fill in the gap in their household budgets. And there is a risk in that because you're sort of taking on the risk of increased debt. At the same time, you're being hit with these increased prices.
On Wall Street, key recession indicators are flashing warning signs. The S&P 500, the index tied to most 401ks, officially entered bear market territory yesterday, which means the market is down 20% from its recent high. And now the Federal Reserve could be ready to drop its slow and steady approach when raising interest rates. Economists predict the Fed could increase rates by 0.75 of a point tomorrow. That would be the steepest rate hike since 1994. But experts say there is opportunity in the current economic climate.
It's not all bad. Rates on savings are slowly but surely going up. The unemployment rate most recently at 3.6%, more than 11 million job openings as of last count.
And some other good news, stock futures were up overnight, a sign investors may try to buy low this morning.
The time is now 6:26.
Let's get a full look at our forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He's in with the latest.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. We're starting off dry this morning. We have rain off toward our east, so and a little bit to our north as well. A couple areas of low pressure that we have our eye on. I can send a few rain showers, even a few rumbles of thunder in our direction. Here's low pressure number 1 right here that's moving away from us. Low pressure number 2 that's going to take a little bit. That could send a few isolated showers, even a few rumbles of thunder in our direction today before we have a couple dry days. And then Friday, more storms could be on the way. Wave heights not too bad right now, only at about 2 feet according to some of the buoys out there. Other areas at around 3 feet, so nothing outrageous going on, at least in the near term. But some gusty winds on the way, getting up to around 20, maybe 25 miles per hour in a few spots. But notice that we'll start to back those off overnight tonight, especially as we head towards tomorrow. Maybe a few gusts up to 10 to 15 miles per hour or so. Our average high temperature is now 74 degrees. We'll get close to that today into the middle 70s. Then getting above that Wednesday, close to 80 degrees. Back in the mid 70s Thursday, back up by Friday. Then cooling off by Saturday into the upper 60s and lower 70s on the way as we head towards Sunday into Monday again. Let's talk about the dew points. So we could be seeing those increasing coming up soon with a nice surge as we head towards late Thursday into Friday. Dew points getting close to the mid 60s, which is humid in a few spots. So we need to keep an eye on that as that system begins to move through. But if you're heading out the door today, your UV index forecast is at a 7. That's considered high. So a burn time of around 30 minutes or so. So the hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will be necessary if you head out the door today. So futurecast moving forward, overall not too bad. Clouds moving in, a few isolated showers, and even a few rumbles of thunder not out of the question today. Maybe even just a few sprinkles in a few cases. Some of you may even miss out altogether too before this tapers off. Under a partly cloudy sky later on tonight, though, and even some patchy dense fog developing again. But by Wednesday, looking beautiful, a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds. Get outside and enjoy. Wednesday and Thursday will be nice before more rain chances begin to move in. Middle 70s today, a few showers and thunderstorms with that north wind getting up to about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 53 degrees, a few isolated showers possible, otherwise partly cloudy with areas of dense fog. That north wind getting out to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, getting close to 80 degrees under a partly cloudy sky, that north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. And your extended forecast. Again, as we head towards Thursday, partly cloudy, highs in the middle 70s. Storm chances return by Friday and also on Saturday. Friday temperatures will be in the upper 70s, then upper 60s by Saturday.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
Grab your bike, let's go for a ride. There's a brown bag calling. Tell me what's inside. Sandwich, milk, banana fruit punch. Yeah, it's summer break, but we're having school lunch. Ooh, it's a hot lunch summer. Ooh, it's a hot lunch summer. Kids eat free all summer long. Find out where at hotlunchsummer.com. Ooh, it's a hot lunch summer. Ooh, it's a hot lunch summer.
Ever since you Dierks Bentley. Beers on Me Tour 2022, June 23rd, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. And he's bringing along special guests, Ashley McBride and Travis Denning. Dierks Bentley, live in concert. On sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or Ticketmaster.com. Part of the Varney Insurance Concert Series.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Tuesday, June 14th of 2022. We have 1 week until summer officially begins. That is something to think about.
Yep. The days are only getting longer until then.
I know. Which is always tough for us.
Yes.
Getting some sleep. But, today there are 200 days left in the year, and today is also Flag Day. Forecast is coming up in just a moment.
According to the Farmer's Almanac, today is the earliest sunrise of the year due to the Earth's farthest position away from the sun in its elliptical orbit around it. Today, also, some of us may have witnessed the full supermoon, of which the Native American name for is the full strawberry moon due to the peaking ripeness of the strawberries. Former President Donald Trump is 76 today, and along with Flag Day, today is Strawberry Shortcake Day.
Ooh, strawberry shortcake. That may be something new that you got to try out to make.
I have not made that before, and I'm still on strawberry rhubarb, as we talked about last week.
I know. And what we were discussing was I was in Portland over the weekend, and there was a ice cream truck. They had Maine maple, they had strawberry rhubarb, and I was like, ooh, man.
That sounds right up my alley. I've never had strawberry rhubarb ice cream, and it seems like because of the seasonality of rhubarb, and it's not like I don't really see rhubarb in the grocery store that often, so it would be hard to keep that ice cream in stock, but I would get that if I saw that as well.
And there's something about strawberries in summer that just really go hand in hand. Strawberry smoothies, milkshakes, something along those lines, or just plain strawberries.
Yep. I always miss the strawberry season. I always want to pick them because I did that a lot as a kid, and it's so early in the summer that it goes over my head.
We'll have to get back to you on that one. Maybe we'll send you down there and do like a live show.
I would like that.
That would be a lot of fun. Well, hopefully the weather will be turning over a little better today. It looks like the forecast, we're going to have warmer temperatures, maybe a little bit of rain, but we'll see what's in store with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He joins us now.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. Happy Tuesday. We're starting off dry this morning under a partly cloudy sky with rain just off toward our east. The system's moving away from us. However, though, we're going to be on the backside of this for another area of low pressure that could possibly send a few light rain showers. Could be sprinkles, could be isolated showers, even a few rumbles of thunder. Not out of the question during the afternoon period. And here's kind of the wide picture here. One area of low pressure right about in here moving away from us. There's a secondary area of low pressure right about in here. That's going to send a few, again, those rain shower chances and even a few rumbles of thunder during the afternoon period today. Well, overall, though, we won't be too bad, though. This is kind of what the coverage will look like. It's going to be very hit and miss, so some of you will notice some of this. Others may not see any of this at all. But as for the wind, nothing too ridiculous on the way, though. Maybe a few gusts up to 15 miles per hour. And that will be about it, though. Maybe a few gusts up to 20 miles per hour. Nothing outrageous happening except for maybe some higher gusts being noted along the coast, especially as we head towards Wednesday morning. So your forecast for today, middle 70s, a few showers and thunderstorms possible, maybe even a few sprinkles with that north wind getting up to about 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we head towards tonight, 53 degrees, a few isolated showers, otherwise areas of dense fog developing. Again, lows in the lower 50s. 50s. The north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, getting close to 80 degrees under our partly cloudy sky. It'll be nice out there. The north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. In your early forecast for the rest of the morning period under our partly cloudy sky, temperatures in the 70s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe and Emma.
Thanks, Evan.
Maine Senator Chloe Maxman co-authored a book titled Dirt Road Revival.
Stephanie Wittenbach spoke to her and shares more about what the book means.
In her book, Senator Chloe Maxman says her own party, the Democratic Party of Maine, has left rural Maine behind. She explains more in her book, Dirt Road Revival.
When we look at our system as a whole, it has let us down. And we do have a responsibility as citizens to hold it accountable and say, this is what we deserve. This is what our government should be doing for its people. And this is one way forward that we can try and get there.
Senator Maxman represents a large portion of Lincoln. Her main focus during her campaign was having conversations with not just Democrats, but also trying to connect with Republicans.
There wasn't much of a conversation after I said I'm a Democrat, but most of the time, there is a conversation, and it's a really meaningful conversation.
She says the best way forward is to have a conversation with people, even if they may view things different from you.
It's really about being able to find common ground and make decisions on who we vote for based on our values instead of just our party.
Andy O'Brien, Maine AFL-CIO Communications Director, says while Senator Maxman has inspired some, her concept isn't new and did paint some Democrats in a harsh light.
I think what was different about Senator Maxman's campaign is that she had so much time and resources to put something together like that.
He says Maxman's book could inspire a new generation of Democrats. He suggests getting out into their communities and connecting with residents. Maxman's book came out in May and since has been on several national media outlets discussing rural Maine and how she can help. In Bangor, I'm Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
The Amish Community Market in Unity that was destroyed by a fire in January is getting close to reopening. Signs of life are starting to show at the business's location on Thorndike Road.
A brand new building has been constructed where the former community market and bakery was destroyed in January. It is still unclear what sparked the blaze. According to the business's Facebook page, the owners hope to reopen sometime this month. And Liberty Graphics is making a name for itself and its small town since it was recently named the Small Business Administration's Maine Manufacturer of the Year.
As Jody Hersey tells us, the company's products are not only great quality, they're also environmentally friendly.
Machines are buzzing inside this old farmhouse on Main Street in Liberty, better known as the Liberty Graphics Factory. This is where hundreds of t-shirts and tea towels with intricate and colorful designs are made each week in order to keep the shelves stocked at the Liberty Graphics stores located in Liberty, Camden, and Portland.
A lot of our shirts have been in the line for going on 20, 30 years, and people are still just as eager to buy them now.
Each product Liberty Graphics makes is manufactured right here in Liberty before it's shipped out to stores or directly to customers.
We screen print our designs with water-based ink, which water-based ink is not only better for the environment, but it integrates into the weave of the fabric and allows the shirt to breathe a little better.
That commitment to the environment is what attracted Michelle Prosser to join the company.
Yeah, I'm very environmentally conscious, and it really fits my values and my goals, and I only want to be parts of things that, really exemplify what I think is important.
Last year, the employees decided to make Liberty Graphics an employee-owned cooperative, which is one of the reasons the company was nominated and won the Maine SBA's Manufacturer of the Year award.
They're just such a great story because of their commitment to the community and their commitment to the employees to want this business to stay in Maine and to continue to grow and thrive.
Proving employee-owned, environmentally friendly, and Maine-made is truly the way life should be. In Liberty, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC7 and Fox 22.
And today is World Blood Donor Day. Now, going forward, according to the Red Cross, a person in the U.S. needs Platelets or blood every 2 seconds. Dr. Baruch Fertile from Cleveland Clinical says donations during the summertime are important as trauma and accident chances surge.
Fertile urges people from all blood types to donate, especially those with type O negative, as it is considered universal and can help anyone during an emergency. And still to come here this morning, in sports, PVHS softball season has come to an end, but looking at how the year started, you could say 2022 was definitely a success. Dave Peck and Tyler Cruz join us next.
But first, here's a quick look at our overnight forecast. A little bit of showers and thunderstorms could be a possibility today. You'll be seeing a lot more sunshine than most of those precipitation, but some rain or fog will be moving in tonight. Temperatures drop down to a low of 50. And tomorrow is the day we've been waiting for, partially cloudy skies with a high of 79.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine for more than 30 years with an extensive inventory of equipment and tools, including excavators, chippers, aerial lifts, skid steers, mini skid steers and attachments, pressure washers, and dump trailers. If you can't find it on our website, we can get it for you. Call for multi-day and weekend special rates. Open 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. General Rental Center, Old Town.
Aren't you glad for innovation? Things that used to be big and bulky, well now they fit in your pocket. Even your hose, the Silver Bullet. It's making other hoses obsolete. Just turn on the water and the Silver Bullet inflates from pocket size to super size. It's the hands-free hose that grows and grows. Turn off the water and it shrinks back to a super light pocket hose. It's putting itself away. The other hose, it just sits there. Come on, go. Get your 25-foot pocket hose Silver Bullet today. Still just $19.99. You also get our adjustable bullet nozzle, a $20 value, absolutely free. Order now and you can double it to 2. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the original pocket hose Silver Bullet today.
Call 1-800-709-9081. That's 1-800-709-9081 or visit silverbullethose.com. So call 1-800-709-9081 now.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Good morning, everyone. Well, all playoffs long, the Celtics have found a way to bounce back after a loss. Could they do it again? Game 5 in San Francisco with the series all tied at 2 apiece. Jason Tatum, can he bounce back? Steph Curry, he had 43 in Game 4 here, so we go to the highlight. C's missed their first 12 three-point attempts. The Warriors did not, as Gary Payton sinks that one from the corner. Here, it wasn't until the second quarter when Jason Tatum nails this three to make it a 37-29-point game, and they kept it going in the third. Here, it's Jaylen Brown to Tatum. He hit back-to-back. Eventually, the Celtics would get a lead. They hit 7 in a row to get that, but in the fourth, it was all Golden State. Klay Thompson buries one in front of Marcus Smart here, and from there, it was, well, Andrew Wiggins. He had himself a game, drives to the lane, and punctuates a 104-94 win for the Warriors as the series shifts back to Boston for Game 6 on Thursday. And we'll, of course, have coverage of that one. Hopefully that's not the end of the road, but they need to play a lot better to force a Game 7. All right, let's switch up north now to some local stuff. Most schools around the state held graduation over the weekend. Meanwhile, 16 baseball and softball teams also punched their ticket into Tuesday's regional Northern Finals. Here's a look at the schedule for the championships. First, baseball. The action starts at 3 p.m. for Class D. Stearns facing Machias. Then at 5, Bangor will play Edward Little in Augusta, and Ellsworth will battle Old Town at Mahaney Diamond up in Orono. Then it's Bucksport and Mount View with the nightcap. 6:30 start over at Mansfield Stadium for that one in Bangor. Now for softball, it'll be Mattinock and Orono squaring off at 3 from Brewer, and Hodgdon facing Machias at 5:30. Then at 6:30, Skowhegan and Messalonsky battle at Coney High School with Herman and Winslow, rounding out the regional finals at 8 p.m. from Coffin Field. So congrats to all teams playing in the finals. We'll have full coverage of that on Tuesday. That's an accomplishment in itself. But even for some teams that didn't reach Tuesday, the season was still a success, and that was certainly the case for PVHS softball, especially considering how things began. Just 3 seasons after winning the state title, PVHS Softball's 2022 campaign began under an entirely new circumstance.
Day one, no, I thought this was going to be a growth year for us, I'm not going to lie.
Entering the year, only 7 high schoolers had signed up to play, leaving second-year coach Jessica McKetney no choice but to go to the farm system.
I think at the start of the season, our biggest concern was, are we going to have a pitcher? Right up until the first week of tryouts, pitchers and catchers, we didn't know if we were going to field the team. Once we knew we could get those 8th graders, we knew we were all set.
With MPA approval, the Howlers added 5 8th graders to their roster, one of whom was pitcher Lauren Vino.
She is crazy at the mound, crazy. I never thought we would have an 8th grader pitching that fast. I never could imagine it.
Now, it took a little time for Vino and the others to get comfortable.
My first game, I was really nervous because obviously it's a varsity sport.
But thanks in part to leadership from veterans like LeBlanc, the Howlers closed out their season winning 5 of their last 6 and punching a ticket to the regional semis.
I like being able to teach kids and help kids and guide them through something that I love to do.
They make it really comforting, and I've grown a lot since not just on the field but off the field with them.
This past weekend, PVH's run came to an end. And while they fell to a strong Machias team in the semifinals, the groundwork for the future has certainly been laid.
I'm really proud of the team. I mean, we've come a long ways. The potential that they have for even the next several years, the kids that are coming up even in 7th grade, we're going to be right up at the top, I think. And it's exciting.
So certainly a building block, 4 seasons to come for the Howlers. Now let's switch gears and talk some golf here. Golfers arrived at the U.S. Open down in Brookline, Massachusetts this week, and that includes Topsom native Caleb Manuel. Manuel teed off on Monday for his first practice round at the country club. He said he played decent, just trying to feel out the course, get a read on each hole, and get comfortable in front of the fans, because come Thursday, Manuel will play in front of the biggest crowd of his career.
You know, a lot of people out here, but it was good to get to see the course for the first time. I felt loved out there, and it was good to have a lot of people know me and yell my name out.
Now, there's a history of amateurs making some waves at the U.S. Open. Win held in Brookline, of course. 1913, Francis Ouimet took the title in a performance that inspired the film The Greatest Game Ever Played. But even as an amateur, Manuel is already getting attention, especially from some of the younger fans in the crowd.
I mean, it means a lot, and I know they're looking for everyone to sign their hat and stuff like that, but not everyone will. So I think it's important to show some attention there, especially during practice rounds.
So very excited to follow Caleb as he goes through the week. Of course, he will practice continually up until Thursday when the round 1 starts for the U.S. Open, and we'll have as much coverage as we can as that gets underway. Alrighty, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
ABC 7, Fox 22, McLaughlin Seafood, and Firehouse Subs want to send you to see Leonard Skinner live in concert on their Big Wheels Keep On Turning tour with special guest Marshall Tucker Band and the Outlaws, Sunday, July 3rd at the Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at McLaughlin's Lobsters, Seafood, and Takeout in Bangor, specializing in live Maine lobsters and the freshest seafood, and Firehouse Subs in Bangor, where a portion of your purchase goes toward providing equipment for first responders. Win tickets to see Leonard Skinner, July 3rd on the Bangor waterfront.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist, and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BrooksNightGuard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to BrooksNightGuard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's BrooksNightGuard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Joe Cortez.
And I'm Emma Smith.
With Tuesday's business news,
here's Leo Jonathan.
The S&P closed down nearly 4% and officially moved into bear market territory yesterday, off more than 20% from its high. The Dow closed down 2.8%, down 876 points on the day. The Nasdaq had the worst day of the three, down 4.7%. The sell-off is driven by rising inflation and the prospect of interest rates going up even more. The Fed starts a two-day meeting today, and some economists say they could consider a larger-than-expected hike of 0.75 of a point. Amazon has picked Lockford, California, north of San Francisco, as the first town for deliveries by drone. No word on when they'll begin. And Coca-Cola has partnered with the maker of Jack Daniel's whiskey to sell a pre-mixed version of Jack and Coke. It'll go global after a launch in Mexico later this year. I'm Leo Jonathan with Tuesday's Business on ABC7.
Isn't it wild that just a couple years ago we were discussing drones and how they're going to be delivering packages, and now sooner rather than later they're going to be here?
I thought you were going to say, isn't it wild, just a couple years ago we didn't have Jack already.
Jack and Coke, yeah, putting it together. I know. I don't know how that would go out of a can, but I was also skeptical with the seltzers, and the seltzers turned out to be pretty good.
That's true. I agree.
So you never know. You never know. Ingenuity.
Keep an open mind.
Exactly.
I'm keeping less of an open mind about the drones.
yeah. Try to just like forget. Have a Jack and Coke and a new thing. Try to forget about that thing flying outside.
Smart.
Here's Devin Biggs with another look at our full weather forecast.
Good morning, Devin.
Hey, Joe and Emma, thank you very much. We're starting off dry this morning. We have rain off toward our east, so and a little bit to our north as well. A couple areas of low pressure that we have our eye on that can send a few rain showers, even a few rumbles of thunder in our direction. Here's low pressure number 1 right here that's moving away from us. Low pressure number 2 that's going to take a little bit. That could send a few isolated showers, even a few rumbles of thunder in our direction today before we have a couple dry days. And then Friday, more storms could be on the way. Wind pipe's not too bad right now, only at about 2 feet according to some of the buoys out there. Other areas at around 3 feet, so nothing outrageous going on, at least in the near term. But some gusty winds on the way, getting up to around 20, maybe 25 miles per hour in a few spots. But notice that we'll start to back those off overnight tonight, especially as we head towards tomorrow. Maybe a few gusts up to 10 to 15 miles per hour or so. Our average high temperature is now 74 degrees. We'll get close to that today into the middle 70s. Then getting above that Wednesday, close to 80 degrees. Back in the mid 70s Thursday, back up by Friday. Then cooling off by Saturday into the upper 60s and lower 70s on the way as we head towards Sunday into Monday again. Let's talk about the dew points. So we could be seeing those increasing coming up soon with a nice surge as we head towards late Thursday into Friday. Dew points getting close to the mid 60s, which is humid in a few spots. So we need to keep an eye on that as that system begins to move through. But if you're heading out the door today, your UV index forecast is at a 7. That's considered high, so a burn time of around 30 minutes or so. So the hats, sunglasses, sunscreen, and shade will be necessary if you head out the door today. So futurecast moving forward, overall not too bad. Clouds moving in, a few isolated showers, and even a few rumbles of thunder not out of the question today. Maybe even just a few sprinkles in a few cases. Some of you may even miss out altogether too before this tapers off. Under a partly cloudy sky later on tonight, though, and even some patchy dense fog developing again. But by Wednesday, looking beautiful, a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds. Get outside and enjoy. Wednesday and Thursday will be nice before more rain chances begin to move in. Middle 70s today, a few showers and thunderstorms with that north wind getting up to about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Later on tonight, 53 degrees, a few isolated showers possible, otherwise partly cloudy with areas of dense fog. That north wind getting out to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, getting close to 80 degrees under a partly cloudy sky, that north wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. And your extended forecast. Again, as we head towards Thursday, partly cloudy, highs in the middle 70s. Storm chances return by Friday and also on Saturday. Friday temperatures will be in the upper 70s, then upper 60s by Saturday.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodoc creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system. With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt, we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
Winter Harbor Lobster Co-op is a small group of independent Maine fishermen who want to make sure you get the freshest lobsters we can provide. To do that, we sell direct to the public to avoid long storage times and inflated prices. For the best quality, texture, and taste, our live lobsters have to have ideal conditions from the time we catch them to when they arrive at your table. Please browse our website for fantastic deals on real, fresh Maine lobster and other seafood. Winter Harbor Lobster Co-op, from our boats to your door.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
These local businesses would like to wish you a happy Independence Day, along with safe and fun celebrations all summer long.
A peace flag worth millions.
The flag was stolen from the Gopher family.
Ignites a tribal war.
The flag belongs to all of us.
That will have you asking, who do you believe? New tonight, 10/9 Central on ABC.
It takes all types to play Family Feud. The Family Blabbermouth.
Grandma's sick and Grandpa falling asleep in the middle of what?
Going to the bathroom.
See all the types on Family Feud.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
This is the time of year when you can count on two things. Spring flowers are going to be in full bloom, and sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, many of us are going to be invited to a potluck dinner. And whether that dinner is at church, a neighbor's house, or we're the ones hosting it, we have a dish that's always the first to go. We start off by placing some cut-up lettuce in a large glass bowl or a trifle dish. Now, on top of that goes a layer of red bell peppers. Over that, we place some chopped red onion, a layer of frozen peas that we've thawed, and some cut-up celery. For the best part, we spoon on a mixture we made by combining some mayonnaise with a bit of sour cream and garlic powder, and top that with a generous amount of shredded cheddar. We'll repeat the layers one more time, top it with some bacon, chill it, and it's ready to serve. And not only is this pretty to look at, it's downright tasty. What makes it so good is how each layer complements the others, creating almost a symphony of flavor. So here's what I suggest. Go online and get the recipe for our icebox salad. This way, as soon as the sign-up sheet for the next potluck or church dinner gets posted, you can jot this down right next to your name. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a pretty and tasty way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Okay. I don't know if maybe we can hear going through and everything like that, but we'll switch over to the next story and finish up.
So, Airbnb has a new category on their site, making wine lovers excited. The online destination booking site added a vineyard category to their page, adding more than 100,000 destinations.
I'll pour both yours and then you can split it. Is that good?
Great thing about the wine industry, they've added a ton of new factors switching forward with, you can go on and choose just about anything. I was checking it out earlier today. There's wineries. You could even look at a container, which is bizarre to me about renting a container on an Airbnb. You never really know what you're going to find, but they have categories from all over. Would you go stay in a container?
I would, but I would much rather stay at a winery.
At a winery, yeah. I'd probably stay at the winery, too. That sounds a little better.
Yep.
So,
Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
And you can stay with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is next on Fox 22. We hope you have a great rest of your day. Was it when I first heard it?
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
The signs of spring are here.